analyst at Assar Investments, Muktar Mohammed, says that going by the positive impact of Zenith Bank and Stanbic IBTC half-year earnings and dividend announcements on the equities market, a similar trend is expected as the market awaits results from GTCO, Axis Bank and UBA. He joins me now to discuss more dynamics that will impact market movements going forward. Thank you so much for your time, Muktar. Now let's get into the numbers that we've seen so far from these players, Zenith Bank and Stanbic.
Well, for Zenith Bank, it's been exciting for investors. We might hit the trillion naira profit. That's what investors are really looking at. The interim dividend has improved have increased by 100%, because you remember last year they paid interim dividend of 50 kobo, so they paid one interim dividend of 1 naira. The results are good. We just little challenging in terms of imperial losses, which they will need to explain to investors. But unfortunately, we are not going to be having those meetings to get those results. They are not having an investor desk meeting, so we won't know. But again, then you look at Stanbic IBTC also, that's a very good result. They've also improved their interim dividend by 100%. And so investors are excited, and you are seeing that begin to play in some other banking sector equity. And so definitely those companies that will be paying interim dividends, especially the banking space, a lot of investors are looking towards 100% in terms of increase comparable to what they paid last year.
All right, looking at what the investors are anticipating in terms of earnings here, GTCO, yes, highly anticipated. We're seeing Axis Bank and UBA. But from your list, I see that we're not mentioning First Bank here. What's up with First Bank?
Well, Kenneth, First Bank has a lot of issues. Investors have not even they've not even paid their investors for their dividend for last year. So there are a lot of issues that they are dealing with. They are still in court. A lot of issues that is been in First Bank. So investors are not really blaming First Bank. Most of what you see in First Bank are the big wigs trying to fighting for control of First Bank. And so a lot of investors are not really playing that space. We are not excited about it, despite their result. The result was good. If you look at their half-year result, it was good. But again, remember again that First Bank does not even pay interim dividends. They normally pay year, and so investors are not looking at that space yet.
Okay, just another related issue here, because I see that you are saying that the MPC might likely cut MPR at the next meeting in September here. Let me get your thoughts around that and your thinking behind why you share that optimism here.
My thinking behind that was because of the high cost of borrowing, also that has been there. Then again, we are beginning to see other central banks all over the world begin to cut rate. And again, we have seen that the raise hike has not really helped the Nigerian economy, especially the SME space. And if you look in anticipation of that, you can see that even the fixed income market seems to be going towards a bearish turn, because almost everybody think that it's time for them to pull the gear up, the hawkish method. And this is largely because a lot of investors feel that hiking rate is not the major problem. It's actually the exchange rate volatility that has been a challenge, and they need to address that space. And again, with the recent hike in future price that had just happened, you may just begin to see that inflation might just go up, especially if we are not able to tame the exchange rate volatility. But if what we are seeing is good, that 40% of FX are normally consumed by the petroleum sectors, and now we are going to see that 40% pressure come down. Well, then what we lose in terms of what we are losing in terms of the hike in petroleum product, we might be gaining in terms of exchange rate, and that could also draw down inflation. That's why I think that they should think of cutting rate this time rather than hiking.
Interesting analysis there, but as always, thank you so much for your time. That was Muktar Mohammed, an analyst at Assar Investments. And that's all on the show for today. You can feel free to visit our website at www.cnbcafrica.com for more market news and insights. I'm Kenneth Igbomo. Thank you for watching.
Then Samia Suluhu Hassan of Tanzania. Have these guys called you? They say?
No, they're still on air.
Oh, they're still on air?
He told you, isn't it?
Yeah. Is the guy calling me?
No, this one is okay.
Oh. Hello.
Let's